Welcome to Markets Today. I'm your host, Mbithe Muema. Today's a very interesting day. A lot is happening. Safaricom has announced its numbers for the year ended 2019 with profit after tax up 19.5% compared to the previous year. We are looking at the numbers to understand what happened in the last financial year, what is the impact on COVID on the numbers, and what should we expect going forward. We are joined by Tracy Kivunyu Mose. She is a senior telecom analyst at Tellimer. She looks at sub-Saharan Africa as well as emerging market telcos. Welcome to the show, Tracy.
Thank you.
Okay, so what was your read-through on these numbers?
The results were largely positive in my view. They delivered 14% performance, which was in line with our 13% expectation. Most of the growth is still coming from M-Pesa and mobile data, although we did note a slowdown in M-Pesa in the second half of the year. We also noticed that there was a slowdown in costs, but most of it was related to sales and advertising budget coming down for the year as well.
Okay. And in terms of the way they were reporting the bottom line, management alluded to a slight change in the standards that they're using. Did this actually cause a material impact in the numbers, or was there no really much change?
The material impact is largely in how the financials are distributed. So most of the costs that used to come above EBITDA went below EBITDA. So EBITDA margin was increased, but if you look at the profits, they actually did not change significantly.
Okay. And what about the recent concluded acquisition of the M-Pesa brand? How did that affect the numbers, and was this shown in the numbers that we saw today?
Yes. So the 14% performance is headline, which means that it excludes any one-off implications. And this one-off that was coming from the Safaricom acquisition of the M-Pesa brand was actually 3.3 billion. If you put that in the numbers, the reported performance was actually up by 18%.
Okay, fantastic. And what about the dividend? Do you think that management should have maybe appropriated the value from this M-Pesa brand to shareholders, or are you happy with the 1.4 shilling dividend that they have declared?
I think it's more prudent for them to do the 1.4 shillings as declared because, first of all, this is a one-off gain, so it's unlikely that we will see this level of cash flow replicate in the future years. So 80% of performance profits is actually what they've guided, and I think it's exactly what they should have done.
All right. And my final question, are you telling investors to buy, to hold, or to sell the stock based on the numbers and market sentiment of COVID?
Okay, our target price before we put in the impact of COVID was actually at 31, which means that there was some upside expected. Okay. Of course, now that we're looking at the COVID situation and its impact on Safaricom's revenues, it means that we may have to reassess that. So at this time, I would say it's a hold at 27 shillings. It's
a hold at 27, meaning don't do anything, but if it comes lower, buy. If it goes higher, sell.
Exactly.
Anything else that you might want to bring out in this conversation that I might have not asked?
We are looking at very strong mobile data recovery in the second half of the year, and looking at the COVID situation, we might see even stronger revenue growth coming from that. So that's some positive news that you can look forward to.
Okay, fantastic.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for your views, and we also appreciate you making the time to be able to speak to us. I know it's a busy time as you're getting through the numbers. We appreciate and we hope to speak to you soon. Thank you and have a good day.